The 1919 Treaty of Versailles blamed Germany solely for the First World War and left it with a huge debt of reparations to pay the Allies. The German monarchy was removed and replaced with a democratic system of government known as the Weimar Republic, but it was in trouble right from the start. The new government was attacked from both the left and right. It used the Freikorps, a militia of armed and frustrated former soldiers, to brutally suppress the communist Spartacus League. Meanwhile, the right-wing parties grew increasingly frustrated with the loss of the monarchy and the terms of the treaty, and attempted to take control. In 1920, Hitler became leader of the small National Socialist German Workers' Party. Soon, membership of this Nazi party swelled, including future linchpins Röhm, Goebbels, Goering and Himmler. Hitler first attempted to seize power by force, but was jailed in 1923. In prison, he laid out his political thinking in Mein Kampf and plotted to take power using democracy. Later the same year, the government's attempt to pay its debts by simply printing more money led to hyperinflation. People's wages were made worthless overnight. The Chancellor, Gustav Stresemann, introduced a new currency, the Rentenmark, which stabilised inflation. As Foreign Minister, Stresemann worked hard to reduce the war debt and rebuild Germany's standing in the wider world. But in October 1929, Gustav Stresemann died suddenly. Later that same month, the Wall Street crash plunged the world into economic depression. The people's hardship and Hitler's work to broaden the party's appeal helped the Nazis thrive, making considerable election gains. In 1933, Hitler became Chancellor and started to use his personal bodyguard, the SS, and the state police to tighten his grip on power. A fire at the Reichstag was blamed on the communist van der Lubbe, giving Hitler an excuse to persecute the political left. He passed the Enabling Act, effectively giving himself the powers of a dictator. On the night of the Long Knives, Hitler killed those in his own party who threatened him, including Ernst Röhm of the SA, the Nazi party's militia. In 1934, President Hindenburg died, and Hitler declared himself Der Führer. The Nazis were now firmly in charge. They sought to reduce unemployment with a huge programme of rebuilding and rearmament, together with conscription into the army. Working women were fired and urged to concentrate on increasing the birth rate with pure Aryan children. All schools and youth groups were brought under government control. Girls were taught about housemaking and preparing for motherhood, and boys were prepared for war, taught physical fitness and Nazi ideology. Jewish teachers were sacked and Jewish pupils barred from state schools. Trade unions were banned and even religion was tightly controlled. Under Joseph Goebbels' Ministry of Propaganda and Enlightenment, all media was brought under Nazi control. There were public burnings of undesirable books. Hitler spoke at huge rallies in Nuremberg, preaching the message of Nazi supremacy and German greatness. He used the Berlin Olympics to showcase all they had achieved. As well as propaganda, the Nazis used terror, violence and murder to control the German people. The SS and Gestapo acted ruthlessly to suppress any perceived threats. Concentration camps were set up to question political opponents, but they soon became something even more sinister. Hitler filled these camps with minority groups who he believed had contaminated German society, causing it to lose the First World War. But the largest group the Nazis attacked were the Jews. In their so-called final solution, the Nazis planned to kill 11 million Jews. They succeeded in killing 6 million before the Nazi regime was finally defeated in 1945. The Nazis rose out of the mismanaged ashes of the First World War. The Weimar Republic was created with good intentions, but flaws in its constitution allowed Hitler and his ambition to take control.